So, with that new Sonic movie killing it at the box office and Mania's still doing really good, looks like Sonic is going pretty well these days. I mean, Forces is kind of a blemish on an otherwise pretty good run for the brand. See what I did there, run? But still, last time Sega had a bright future ahead of them with Sonic Generations, they spit out something like Sonic Boom Rise of Lyrics, so I'm not too hopeful. And now that the movie did really well, maybe some people who watch that and don't play Sonic think to maybe try it out. But there are a lot of different Sonics, so they're most likely just going to be confused. I mean, think about it. First off, there was just Sonic, and then there was an art style change, but now that art style is different. So now there's classic Sonic, and there's modern Sonic, and now there's Boom Sonic, there's Lego Sonic, there's Sonic, old movie Sonic, new movie Sonic, Sonic Riders Sonic, Toei Sonic, Ken Pender Sonic. Or, alright, maybe not that one, but you get the point. There are a lot of Sonics. So, this video aims to sort of be a hypothetical way Sega could streamline the brand with all the new fans I assume they're getting from the movie. So here we go. First off, for brand recognition purposes, let's bring the number of Sonics down back to 2. But not classic and modern. Movie Sonic and game Sonic. No more than that. So, I'm not really going to touch movie Sonic. Let's focus on game Sonic. So, game Sonic. So basically, I would imagine that he is a combination of modern and classic Sonic, and the artwork would be done by Tyson Hesse. And basically, the entire Sonic cast would be sort of done in this angular style. But basically just let them all run free, but combine their modern and classic design. And for the love of God, just let Tyson Hesse and his team make a Sonic cartoon for TV. I mean, the dude is super talented. Just let him do it. But other than that, let's get Sonic's personality out of the way and relationships to characters. Now, what I think is Sonic should go away from what he's been the past few years with modern Sonic, with being just some annoying guy who spews out dad jokes. Have him be a lot more like what he used to be, that sort of laid-back adventurer with who's kind of cocky, and he's got a quick wit, something like that. Tails, he's just really annoying in the new games. Just make him, still a little kid, who's smart and helpful and not annoying. Knuckles, I would say make Knuckles like the primary rival for Sonic, like he used to be. Like, they're still friendly rivals, I would assume, but still kind of butting heads, because Knuckles tends to take things a bit more seriously, and Sonic is a lot more laid back and jokey. I don't know that that's a word, but whatever. So yeah, and then Dr. Robotnik, go back to what they did with the movie with him, where instead of Sonic chasing him, make Robotnik chasing Sonic. That makes it more imposing, as opposed to Sonic going after Robotnik, But yeah, so for characters, I think that's good. So now, let's focus on story and world. Now, it's a common question, does Sonic live in the human world or an animal world? Now, I like that in Sonic Forces, they reestablished it as an animal world. And even though I do like the adventure games, I don't think I want realistic humans. But Sonic being in the human world is definitely a thing that should be kept around. But the movie brings up an interesting point, which I think should be reincorporated into the main series. That being Sonic traveling from his world, the one with animals and Green Hills and Casino Night and Studiopolis and all those places, and the human world, which would look more like the one seen in Sonic Unleashed with the cartoony humans. Yeah, that just makes more sense, but he travels through them with the ring portals like he does in the movie. That would sort of make it more consistent with the movie, and also give an explanation for how he's been able to cross over between the human world and the animal world in the past games. So, and then also, I would say for the stories, I would say make it a compromise between what we have now and the adventure games. So, something more than what we have now. Like, I don't think the adventure games were too serious. They were still pretty lighthearted, but they at least had somewhat of a story. I would like to go back to that with having a story, not an insanely serious or dark, edgy one, just a story. And emphasize, a lot of the goofy character interactions, but also, still something worth mentioning. So I think that will be enough for story and world. Now let's move on to gameplay. For gameplay, I'm saying, first of all, let's also, excluding spin-offs, there are two kinds of main series Sonic games from this point onward, hypothetically. Digital only eShop games, basically just let Pagoda West, Stealth, and the Taxman do whatever they want, making Sonic Mania-esque games. But of course, redo the sprites so they're less like the classic depictions and more like the, modern, well, not modern, but the ones that we're suggesting for this pitch. Just to keep it more consistent, there's one Sonic unless you're talking about the movies. But basically just let them have free reign, but maybe lean a little less on the nostalgia like Sonic Mania did, but let them do whatever they want. They're super talented. They probably know more about making a good game than Sonic Team does, or the rest of Sega for that matter. But for the main games, I will be taking inspiration from the black sheep of the series.
Sonic 4?
God, no.
8-bit Sonic 2?
No, not that one either.
Shadow the Hedgehog?
No, although he does have black fur. Geez, there are a lot of black sheeps of the series. I'm talking about Sonic R. Now, Relax did an amazing video recapping why the modern game should try and recreate the setup of Sonic R. So I'll just briefly summarize his major points, but go check that video out. It's very interesting. So, basically, besides the overall lack of content, slippery controls, and surprisingly slow game speed, if you improve all that, then these could be great. First of all, it allows Sonic and his friends to utilize their canonical abilities while going through more than just racetracks, but what feels like actual environments in the Sonic universe. Secondly, we can see that tracks from Sonic R and supposedly the new tracks from these new games, they sort of utilize the classic Sonic design philosophy in 3D, that of a level with multiple branching paths and shortcuts depending on speed that rewards skilled players. And third, boost game levels, they take a long time to develop and a very quick time to play, so that's not exactly optimal for the budget that they have. So with a racing game, you can go through the same tracks and use them a lot of times, and the player gets more use out of these stages instead of just one and dones. Also, it seems to be the only way Sonic can utilize his trademark speed in 3D besides the boost formula, which is getting quite tiresome. My video. Leave me a comment down below on what you think of this pitch for how Sega can, or hypothetical pitch on how Sega can straighten out the brand. But yes, see you guys later. Bye!